Okay, we're gonna start right now. Thank you guys so much for being here. We would like to introduce our opener, Mr. Luke. And go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, I guess, depending on where you are. My name is Luke Limley, and I'm the high school principal at International Community School in Bangkok. And I've had the exciting experience of seeing the best competition grow significantly over the last 3 years, as it started as a 100% student-driven idea and focus on entrepreneurship and getting students involved in this process. And it's been really fun to see that happen over the last 3 years. The Bangkok Entrepreneurial Students Tryouts, or BEST competition, was created to motivate high school students to learn about startups and provide the framework that allows them to build skills outside of the classroom. Students will be able to learn and improve soft skills like teamwork, collaboration, leadership, and life skills through these competitions. We have run this competition twice before, and this one in 2021 will be our third time. Unfortunately, the second time this has had to run digitally as the global pandemic that we all are experiencing has interrupted it. And our judges are also very qualified as business professionals, and Joanna, I think, will introduce them in just a minute. I would like to take a minute and introduce the main BEST team that has worked really, really hard over the last few months and the last few years, actually, in preparing these competitions. Joanna, Cartoon, and Matt. I want to give a quick wave there, guys. And also the representatives from the different schools in the BEST competition this year. A representative from ICS, International Community School, is Tinny. The representative from International School of Bangkok is Mai. And the Shrewsbury International School representative is Kylie. And I'd also like to take a moment to introduce Pim, also from ICS, who is helping out with today's competition. For the BEST competition today, this year, there will be 5 awards that will be given out by the judges at the end. The first one is the Greatest Social Impact Award. Second will be the Most Innovative Business Model Award. The third award is Best Validation. Fourth, Best Pitch. And the fifth, the Most Advanced Prototype Award. And the team that does not receive an award will receive honorable mentions as well. Okay. And some of the prizes for today's competition include a Best Competition Certificate, which can be added on LinkedIn. That's a nice feature there. And the winners of the Greatest Social Impact will be awarded a 5,000 baht discount for test prep courses and a 5% discount for counseling programs at EduSmith. And each winner a bookstore certificate worth 1,000 baht from EduSmith as well. So I look forward to hearing and seeing all the amazing things that are happening today. As we all know, this is so important, these skills, and developing these skills and having these skills so important in the world that we're living in today, and especially for the future. And good luck to all the groups presenting today.
Thank you, Mr. Luke. Right now I'll be introducing the judges that we have today. So would like to introduce Ms. Saliket from she is an innovation counselor from the National Innovation Agency, or NIA. The next one is Mr. Ian Loh Jemliang, the co-founder and incubator Leovitin from Reactor. Mr. Axel Winter, advisor and venture partner. Dr. Ranakorn Yayavut, director from Chulalongkorn Innovation Hub University. Adjunct Professor Art Phillips from MSU Stud, and director for the Center for Entrepreneurship from UBSS.
We would also like to acknowledge and thank for their support Dr. Candido Parrot from Future Tales Lab, Mr. Poet Hom Pong Panu from Dart.com, Mr. Jiwayut Subsisopa from BitCub, Mr. Pirachai Dekhaisak Neil, Mr. Henry Ong from SIMCC, Mr. Shompatin Palapipat from EduSmith, Dr. Ram Piaket from CG Square Consulting, Dr. Robert Forden from PIMSO, Mr. Jonas Anderson from Optimize, Mr. Wei from Reactor, and Mr. Shakud Sudhira Widwanit from Make and Grow. From now, we will start the competition with our first special guest video from a previous judge, Dr. Gandhi.
We couldn't hear the voice.
Not able to hear her, unless it's me.
I can't hear her too.
Okay.
Hello, besties. I would like to congratulate Best Team for the third annual startup competition. To me, Best is not just about another startup event. It's actually a platform to groom young gen, to equip them with entrepreneurial mindset and spirit and skills. And also it serves as a home for us to create greater impact in our societies in the years to come. I have served as a judge for the last 2 years, and I was impressed by your talent, your business idea, but more importantly is your passion to make the world a better place. And to the contestants, I would like to congratulate you and thank you for your hard work and your fighting spirits. This year has been very difficult, but you guys hang on and you never quit. Thank you for being here with us today. Participating Best will be one of the most powerful experiences in your lifetime because this place is going to help shape your dream into your reality. And no matter how today's turns out, no one is going to leave this place empty-handed because Best is not just about winning or losing. It's all about coming here together, learning new things, joining hands, shouting out to the world that you guys, young gen, young energetic minds, will create the impact in our society for generations to come. Lastly, I wish Best a continuing success, and to the contestants, participants, and the parents, there will be a whole lot of knowledge, a fruitful experience, and inspiring experience from this event. And thank you very much.
Tenny?
Team Florets has created innovative perfume strips made from organic ingredients. The agricultural industry has contributed to the rising levels of PM 2.5 as they burn unprofitable rice straws. To make use of agricultural waste, the team will derive ethanol, the main ingredient of this product, through the organic means of yeast fermentation of rice straws.
Can we start?
Yes, you guys can start. You guys gonna have 7 minutes to pitch, and the other 7 minutes you're gonna have Q&A with the judges.
Okay.
You can
Good
start.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Memo,
I'm Khan.
I'm Bess.
I'm Shogun.
and we are Team Florets. Air pollution has escalated to become one of the world's biggest problems. In Thailand, rice harvest waste or rice straws are often burned down after harvesting because farmers are unable to utilize or sell them for a good price. They are viewed as volatile and unprofitable byproducts. Burning of rice straws are significantly contribute to the ongoing problem of air pollution in our country. To tackle this problem, we discovered that rice straw can be used to produce ethanol alcohol. However, this process can be quite costly, so we plan to genetically modify yeast, which is extremely cheap when mass produced, to efficiently break down the rice straw and produce organic ethanol alcohol. From the wide array of products that contains ethanol, we discovered a potential market where organically produced ethanol would be valuable, the perfume market. From the survey results, we found that there is a demand for high-quality, organically produced, and convenient perfumes. Before we finalize our product, we considered a critical problem that is present in the current perfume market. That is, synthetic fragrances in most perfumes are harmful to human health. To address this situation, all of the commodities that we use to make our perfume are organic, meaning that they are not synthesized in the laboratory or by any unnatural means. So, we present to you Floret's perfume peels. We meticulously select local Thai plants and herbs to give therapeutic and soothing smells, while also offering a glimpse of the rich and sophisticated Thai culture. The 3 scents that we decided to put in our first product line are pandan, jasmine, and bergamot. The surface of the peels contains numerous microscopic pores to let out the scent. Once pasted inside of their clothes, customers will be a therapeutic scent that lasts up to 8 hours. So here's our product design. So the process is simple. Just peel like that, taste it, and you can enjoy.
Next is our business opportunity. We decided to use a strategy canvas and plot different areas that we can offer more or less compared to other luxury perfumes and Thai perfumes that can be found in convenience stores. When compared to our competitors, we stand out in 4 different areas. First, our perfume has therapeutic aromas which help reduce stress and anxiety. We are also providing a new source of income for rural communities in agricultural-based countries, such as Thailand. Our method of production is not only cost-effective, but it also helps reduce air pollution, especially PM 2.5. And lastly, our perfume peels are organic, extremely convenient, and long-lasting. When it comes to sourcing our resources, we will be able to buy rice straws directly from farmers every 3 months due to the harvesting seasons. Based on our survey results, our early adopters will most likely be females or males from the age of 15 to 35, and those who already use perfume daily, and those who are interested in highly quality organic perfume with therapeutic effects. This is our market size. Our total available market is people who live in the Bangkok metropolitan area. Our serviceable available market includes those who live in Bangkok and are aged 15 to 44 and are environmentalists. Our target market consists of 4% of our serviceable available market, and our predicted revenue in 3 years would be around 280,000 USD, as we plan to sell at least 7,000 units in our first 3 years.
In general, a bottle of perfume consists of a small volume of ethanol and 3 different layers of notes, top, middle, and base, that makes up the essential oil recipe for the perfume. The ratio of added ethanol to total fragrance oils is 2.95 ml to 1.50 ml. 1 ml of perfume is 3.06 Thai baht. 1 pure perfume is made up of 1 ml of the perfume, and so a box which consists of 20 peels would cost 7.20 Thai baht. There are 3 variations of scent for a perfume, which are bergamot, pandan, and jasmine. The cost for making 1 unit of the perfume peel is 59.13 Thai baht per box of 20 peels, and we're selling it for 1,299 Thai baht per box. Our profit is 1,239.87 Thai baht. We plan to sell our products on online platforms such as Lazada and Shopee, as well as partner up with Central Group and the Mall Group to sell our products in their department stores.
We will advertise Floret's perfume peels through online platforms such as Instagram and Facebook. Moreover, we plan to use word of mouth from one farmer to another about our yeast fermentation process in order to generate more income for local farmers and obtain more raw materials. As for our tentative timeline, we have already started finding sources of funding and research and development of our products, and we plan to finish by June. We will contact our suppliers and manufacturers from June until July, and then we'll start our marketing process once we have secured our connections and launch our product in the fall of this year. As for our future plans, we would like to extend our product line to create other environmentally friendly products that utilizes ethanol and fits our company values. We hope to eliminate fragile bottles and the burning of rice harvest waste. Furthermore, we aim to raise the quality of perfume ingredients as well as local farmers' income. We also plan to reduce air pollution and health issues that it has caused. Lastly, we wish to create long-lasting perfume with organic and cheap ethanol, implementing it through convenient perfume peels.
This is Team Florets. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Great job. The Q&A starts now.
Yeah, okay, I'll start if that's okay with everyone. Yeah, a really interesting product team. Well done. It was very clear, very focused. So let me just get this straight. So your packaging is simply going to be in a little packet with a tear off top. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will you expand that in any way, shape, or form into some sort of a container? I know you won't be using glass bottles, you mentioned that, but I'm just wondering, so these Terra packages, that's for a one-off use, I suppose, and you can toss the package away. It's convenience, yeah?
Yep, and then we are planning it to put the strips in a box like the one in the picture. So
yeah. Okay. I see. Okay, yeah. Because the slides went by so quick, I didn't actually see that. So you will actually have a container more than just a sachet, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Can somebody explain to me, because I'm going to be a novice here, 2.5 PM, which is emissions, yeah? How will you help that in the way that you are actually conducting your manufacturing?
So currently, after the farmers harvest their rice, they usually burn their crops, like the harvest waste and rice straws, which will lead to the release of PM 2.5 pollution. So by using the rice straws from that they usually burn out to create the PM 2.5, we are using it for another thing, like to create our ethanol, which is basically instead of using it to create more and more pollution, we're using it in a productive way that does not contribute to pollution.
Yeah, well, thanks, Ken. That's good. I didn't actually know what PM 2.5 meant. It's probably because I work in the music industry, but very interesting. The only other comment that I have is, wow, that's a really incredible gross profit margin. So your GP is really quite substantial. I'm not sure what percentage that is because you took it off the screen so quick. I wasn't able to get the calculator out, but wow, that's a massive profit margin for gross profit. Just tell me, does this include, does this include all manufacturing, all labor associated with the manufacturing of this product?
Yes, for the cost, it does, yes.
Wow. Okay, that's a great
profit. Thanks, Art. I think I just wanted to add to this question here since you're on this slide. Does it include marketing costs? Because from the perfume and I guess cosmetics industry, the hugest cost is actually in the marketing, not actually in the production cost.
We haven't included that. Sorry. We haven't included that in our cost right here, but we will keep that in mind in the future.
And I guess another thing that I felt could be a good suggestion if you are planning to take this forward is that I understand you're targeting environmentalists. Am I right to say that?
Yep.
Yeah, so I think when you kind of look at your pricing model, optimal price that you're willing to pay, you see the majority of them are looking at 1,004 to 1,007 baht. I think if you're going down the environmentalist route, you kind of have to also kind of package your packaging, your glass bottles to be recyclable. You kind of need to go along that path. But as and when if you do go along that path and you kind of set your brand to be that aspect of it, I think you can price yourself to be a bit more premium. So when you do price yourself a bit more premium, people kind of value that, you know, I'm an environmentalist, you know, I'm paying more for this, but I'm fine with it. And that kind of increases your revenue. And that will kind of help with your marketing costs, because from my understanding, cosmetics industry, the marketing is actually the largest, not actually the production itself. So just a feedback, but great work guys with the surveys and all.
Thank you.
Do you have any demo from the customer?
We plan when we are going to release our products, I think that there will be demos, probably like just we might give out perfumes like peels, just individual ones instead of giving them a total box.
I mean, have you tested to any customer yet? Because I saw
No,
you
we
have a
haven't.
prototype on the
We haven't directly. Nope.
Okay.
I have two questions. You said in the target addressable market that you would aim only at Bangkok, if I understood this correctly. Can you explain why only Bangkok?
Right now, we are currently located in Bangkok, so we hope that it would be easier for us to start our business small and start from where we are right now, and then we will expand our market later in the future.
Okay, so for my question, you probably get that it doesn't make immediate sense to me. So something to consider for, first of all, why not Thailand-wide? And a follow-up question there is, how do you sell it? Is it direct sales? Is it you're going to retail, online? It wasn't entirely clear which channels you would have.
Both. So we're gonna both sell it directly to our online platforms. So, and then we'll also partner with department stores and sell it to them as well.
We actually have a slide for that one. Yeah, that one.
Let's see. Why would, I mean, for the Shopee and Lazada as a marketplace, I understand, then anybody can sell anything.
Yeah.
And then why not do all marketplaces? There are only two. The other one is why the mall group and central retail, I presume, would be, why would they be interested? Have you talked to them? Are you sure that they're gonna help you?
We haven't directly talked to them, but a lot of department stores, especially Central and the mall group, in their department stores, right now there are a lot of smaller shops for like organic and perfume shops. So I'm guessing that they are probably interested in these kind of products, and then they'll extremely be interested if we can provide another source of basically organic products, since the market is currently growing.
So to be validated, I guess. The other one was, what I did not understand is how it links to the rice farmers and the burning of the fields. I heard what you said, so you don't have to repeat what you said, but what wasn't clear to me is, okay, if I'm a rice farmer, I say, okay, I do rice, I keep burning, that makes me a certain amount of money, and hey, I have a little bit of land left, why I can also do some perfume. So what wasn't clear to me is the convincing part, and why would it not just be, again, if I'm a farmer, an add-on rather than I'm replacing something or it has any impact on the environment. Doesn't mean your product is not good. That's not the point I'm making. I just don't find the argument very convincing yet.
I think we can buy from them for like in a large quantity. So we basically make an agreement with them that after every harvest, we basically buy the entire farm's harvest waste. So that means that for that specific farm, they will not choose to burn it as an agreement with us.
Right. So in order to kind of work with you in a sense, they have to promise not to burn anymore, whatever for whatever field.
Yeah.
See.
All
Okay.
right, thank you very much. But sorry, I think time is up. So we gotta get ready for the next group. Thank you you guys very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, congratulations for best team for the third startup competition. I think the thing that you're learning and the thing that you're doing in competition is going to be really useful for you because you can use it for your whole life. And this is a really good chance for you that you can learning something out of your classroom, because sometimes in classroom they cannot teach you something that you're facing right now. But the most important, please remind yourself that's the thing that you're gonna doing, the thing that you're gonna keep improving, asking yourself what you can doing and what your solution that you can doing is gonna be helping society is better. That is the most important. Sometimes people working for money, sometimes people working for other things, but I would like to remind you that please find yourself what is your value for society in the thing that you're doing, then keep going and make things better. ขอบคุณครับ
Our project is delivering food to raise funds for Filipino teachers, staff, etc., who are jobless due to COVID-19. We donate food packs and money to organizations who need it most. Part of the proceeds we earn from our restaurant will be given to charity, and we focus on providing for the impoverished and underprivileged.
Thank you, Tenny. Now you would have 7 minutes for your pitch presentation and another 7 minutes for the Q&A with the judges. Please start now.
Good afternoon. We are Calamansi Kitchen. My name is Catherine and I'm the CEO.
My name is Ali and I am the COO. And her name is Maylin and she's the CFO.
Calamansi Kitchen first started last April as an initiative to provide support to overseas Filipino teachers impacted by the COVID-19 outbreak in Thailand. Through the encouragement of a family friend, we had used our allowance and savings to purchase food and materials to deliver survival packs. Following the success of our initial food drive, we expanded our audience focus not just solely to Filipino teachers, but also to Thai individuals without any work or pay. Our growing customer base and following outlined a market opportunity for us to serve premium and authentic Filipino food to the broader community while sustainably continuing our social impact focus. During the summer months last year, we donated to charities such as Society of Filipinas and United Filipinos in Thailand. More recently, we have plans to open Calamansi Kitchen as a restaurant.
Our vision is to bring happiness to our customers through premium quality, authentic Filipino food, and simultaneously help the community in combating hunger as well as improving their nutritional needs. Unmute.
The COVID-19 pandemic has disproportionately affected the poor and expanded social inequalities in Thai society. Due to unemployment and reduced incomes, the poor have become increasingly hungry and malnourished. A growing number of communities have been pushed under the poverty threshold, which is about a minimum income of 60 baht a day.
So in our own small way, we decided to propose an initiative by creating our social enterprise, Kalamansi Kitchen. That is expected to combat hunger and improve nutrition through delivering premium, authentic Filipino food to our customers, as well as giving a portion of our profits back to the community.
We have two target markets. Our primary target is the 20,000 Filipinos and 2.5 million overseas expats. Our secondary market are local Thais, middle and high income earners.
We have divided our current competitors into two categories: Filipino restaurants that mainly operate for profit, and social enterprises that are in the restaurant industry that donate to charity as well. The Filipino restaurants include Toto's Inasal, Lola's Kitchen, New Mabuhay, and Viva Filipinas. The social enterprises are Courageous Kitchen and Cabbages and Condoms, but they serve Thai and Western dishes. So, what makes us unique from our competitors? First, we use both premium ingredients and spices sourced locally and difficult to find in Thailand. For example, the main ingredient in all of our Filipino dishes is the calamansi fruit, a Philippine lime not readily available in Thailand, but we are able to find and use these raw material ingredients in order to make our food delicious. Secondly, we also have industry expertise, as Catherine's family have managed successful restaurants in the Philippines, and Catherine herself has interned in the various restaurants every summer.
Thirdly, Kalamansi Kitchen will give and donate 10% of our customers' built profits to charities and local communities. We also plan to identify and develop relationships with new charities that similarly align with our social mission of combating hunger. We believe that our customers can enjoy the quality and authenticity of our food while also embracing and joining our social mission. Kalamansi Kitchen seeks to become a social enterprise not just by donating a portion of our profits, but also through boodle fights and soup kitchens for future expansion. We are going to apply the boodle fight concept in a social enterprise setting. Our boodle fight version will be a Filipino feast where we want to encourage people to eat as a community, and like-minded, passionate individuals can come together to share their ideas on how we can improve the community. Once every week, we plan to set up soup kitchens in which we offer food to people in the slums of Klong Tue and lower income neighborhoods.
This is our business model. We select quality raw materials and ingredients from trusted suppliers, and then we cook the food using heirloom recipes. After that, we deliver the food through our delivery channels, Grab, Lineman, Foodpanda, Gojek, and Robinhood to our customers. There will also be a dine-in option in the future as we plan to open a full-fledged restaurant. Continuing on to the next slide for business model, our sales is 6 million baht in a year. 63% of this goes to costs and 37% is the profit. For the profit, 90% is reinvested back into operations and 10% goes back to the community.
This is our financial projection for the first year of operation. The annual profit we will earn is 2.2 million. This is our financial projection for the first 5 years, which shows our projected revenues, profits, and expenses in detail. We have graphed this to show you the 5 years financial projection. The revenue increases at a significant rate from year 3 to year 5, and our projected expenses also increase as well, since we expect to have more orders over time. We can better manage our expenses by then, especially due to economies of scale. We can also use the extra profits to reinvest back into our business and give back to the community.
For our marketing strategy, we'll be utilizing the 4 P's of marketing: product, price, promotion, and place. Our price range targets the middle and high income earners in Thailand. We also guarantee that we have reasonable prices for quality, taste, and portion. Our social media platforms and word of mouth are primary factors that will help us expand our business. However, we plan to continue to expand through our delivery channels with promotions such as the Grab offers, and we will also expand by local coverage from online commercials, newspapers like Bangkok Post, and on top of all that, we will create pop-up booths in malls, exhibitions, and anywhere we can find an opportunity to let others know about who we are and what we do in Kalamansi Kitchen.
For our product, we serve delicious and authentic Filipino food and desserts. Here's our menu with all of the options customers can choose from.
As we've mentioned, our main marketing strategy is through social media platforms, where we have gained a large following among Filipinos based in Thailand. We expect to grow our customer base through the reviews of our existing customers.
We have researched further into our target market and found that for our market size, there are 7,000 Filipinos in Thailand who have purchasing power and 125,000 expats in Thailand who are our primary market. As for our secondary market, 4.4 million local Thais, which is about 41% of the Thai population, belong to the middle and high income earners.
We plan to expand Mamati Kitchen by increasing product offerings and finding new partnerships on top of our current ones to gain more community awareness. We're also considering geographical expansion with frozen foods to different parts of Thailand outside of Bangkok. Thank you for your time and attention. We look forward to your questions.
Okay, thank you very much. Q&A starts now.
Then let me just go. I don't have many questions, but there are probably two of them. One is, have you ever operated a restaurant, almost like a cloud kitchen, if I use that word, on Grab or Lineman before?
Yes, we have done deliveries during last summer for 3 months.
Deliveries or a shop, a store on Grab Food?
Only deliveries.
That's okay. No, I just say, what gives you the confidence to be successful in, let's say, using Grab Food as a channel?
Because we already have a large following in our social media accounts, and all of our customers say that it's good, and we have past data for our financial projections.
Okay, the following is actually the key. Yeah, okay, good. I have no more questions.
All right, hi. Just as a quick question on business models. You aim to have a revenue of 500,000 baht per month, right?
Yes, that's correct.
That's a lot of one restaurant indeed. How many customers, how many orders that would you expect to do, like per day? I mean, it's a huge, like, I got my own restaurant, you know, and we got like full house, and we got 200,000 baht per month. So I doubt that.
Oh, we expect like 20 orders per day, but the average cost the people order is about 3,000 baht.
And we're also receiving our income from the takeaway and delivery as well.
Okay. And also, I think have you do a bit of research on the market share of Filipino food? I mean, compared to other like Thai food, Western food, and so on. How many % of the market share that you can earn? Because I do understand that your market size is the expat and Filipinos, right? And also Thai people, which we don't need to eat Filipino food every day, you know? So, I mean, I just, maybe it would be much clearer on your financial projections, and the number might be more realistic if you do a bit more study on the market size of market shares of the Filipino food, I mean, compared to any other nationality food, then they can give a probably exact number. That's it. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi guys, Ian here. I love your concept of social. I'm just struggling a little bit to understand, I guess, the significant growth within 3 years in terms of your revenue. Are you planning to get more shops, or like more like a bigger central kitchen, or like how is your plan of like expansion? And I think the other aspect as well is covered by the other judges in terms of the food cuisine choices. Yeah, I think you need to be able to justify that a little bit better. I think the biggest struggle that I have is like, how are you actually going to be differentiating yourself from other restaurateurs? Because there are other restaurants around that are also like, I guess, using premium ingredients and like, yeah. So how are you going to separate yourself from the others?
So boodle fights and soup kitchens are not actually prominent in Bangkok, Thailand. And so we want to start that as our future expansion. Yeah.
So just one comment from myself. Yeah, your vision statement's actually really quite well done. I like your product. I like your idea. I think you need to spend some thoughtful time thinking about how to capture the market a little bit better in the local area. And one of the suggestions that I actually have is, why not tie in something to do with the culture, the ethnicity of the Philippines and the people and the food. And when you deliver a product, you include some sort of a, I don't know, backstory about
the culture or something. It's just an idea because not many people, well, especially here in Australia, would not know much about your culture. And I think that sort of thing, as well as the product, is an added value for the people that could differentiate you amongst all the other companies that are creating food packages for delivery. And also in the restaurant, you would do something. So anyway, just a comment, but good product.
Time left. Okay, well, just curious on the pain point. What is the pain point that you built this company?
We first started last summer to help teach Filipino teachers affected by the COVID-19 outbreak. But after that, we expanded and partnered with other organizations.
How do you define the help? What is the help in action? What do you mean? You take the teacher to be the chef, or you did the food for them?
So we delivered survival packs, so that we put food and packed goods in and give it to them. And right now we're donating 10% of our profit.
All right. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Any last questions or comments? If not, then thank you, Calamansi Kitchen, and good job. Up next would be Speechify.
Hi guys, congratulations on the third, best competition. This is the best, important prize is that we did not stop there, right? We did not end the initiatives right after the competition. We pushed forward. We turned that into a real business, and after that event, I was not the judge. I was a participant. After that event, 3 years and 3 months fast forward, we are becoming one of the largest fintech companies in Thailand, in the country. And by the end of this year, we will be the first Thai unicorn at this rate. So just to share with you guys the secret, right? We came from a very humble beginning too. And, make sure that you guys learn a lot from this experience. It's, as Steve Jobs was saying, you can only connect the dots, work, backwards. You can never know what this event would give you right now, but you can tell, I can guarantee in the future, looking backwards, how this will contribute to your future success, right? It's, we're in the most exciting era of creating new things, amazing companies. So let's go and break things, right? Good luck, guys.
Hey.
Futurify is an interactive, personalized AI-based startup that helps people give presentations in speeches better. Utilizing a modular-based approach, their solution can assist the user in various areas relating to speech or presentation from start to finish. Futurify, you may start now.
Good afternoon. We're Speechify, and we're the future of speech. Let me tell you a story. This is Tim. He works at a company and he thought of a great idea. He was confident that others would also love his idea, but as he explains, he realized that he has no clue what he's saying. Have you ever come across a situation where you have an idea, but don't know how to express it? Well, you're not alone. Generating content ideas, scripting, memorizing scripts, practicing the delivery of your speech is something many people struggle with. Tim had a really cool idea. It was splendid, but when he told other people, it just didn't convey the same sense of awe. On top of that, his presentation came crashing down because of anxiety. This is a common problem. 77% of the entire world population also struggle with anxiety with public speaking, along with articulation of an idea. These difficulties led Tim's great idea to be rejected.
This is why we created Speechify, the interactive AI platform to help you create and perfect your speech, boost your confidence, and change your speech into a professional TED Talk level. We would like to introduce you to Peachy, the core of Speechify. We are in the quintessence of bespoke presentation making in combination with powerful artificial intelligence. Peachy is your personal guide and acts as a medium between the user and the system. There are 3 core features that Speechify offers: content and data analysis, script assistance, and speech practice.
Hey Peachy, I need your help. Sure, I'm here to help. Peachy assists the user from start to finish, starting with content. Here, Peachy goes over the content and analyzes them with you, giving helpful suggestions and ideas along the way. Here's what I got right now for the presentation. I think this part is too wordy. Yeah, I agree. Once Peachy has gone over the content, Peachy makes sure you get your point across, assisting you in all aspects of script. After scripting is complete, it's time to practice. With advanced algorithm, Peachy analyzes every word you say, from tone, context, to posture. Are you ready for tomorrow? Yes.
Speechify would like to provide full personalization to our users. With our modules or expansion pack features, users can add on different services we offer to fit each person's needs. For example, the Speech Hall module with Eye Tracker allows the users to practice in front of a virtual audience hall setting to mimic the real experience of a real presentation. You may be thinking, why us? Although there's some competition in the market, our competitors only provide parts of our features, while Speechify provides personalized professional assistance to our users from the minute they start planning the presentation to the last practice. There are multiple competitors in the market. Our competitors in the aspect of guidance are traditional coaching and ORI, Grammarly in the aspect of scripting, Memi and virtual speech in the aspect of speech and practice. While these platforms are direct competitors, they all lack some aspects of presentation. To our advantage, Speechify fulfills all aspects of presentation in guidance, scripting, speech aid, and content. Furthermore, Speechify also has an AI assistant, which many of our competitors lack.
According to our market research, we found 2 evident target groups. The main groups are company managers who give frequent presentation, which their biggest problem is data management. The second groups are college students who are required to deliver presentation frequently. This group needs help with script writing, practice, and data analysis. Speechify fulfills the need of both of these 2 target groups. Based on our survey we gave, over 95% of the people are interested in Speechify. We break our market evaluation into TAM, SAM, and scoping down to SOM. TAM accounted for the population in working and college age. SAM are internet users, while SOM are the people who actually want to improve on their presentation, which is about 140 million people. Our revenue stream is broken up into subscription, modules, and ads.
Around 90% of our income is from our subscription, 6% from our modules, and lastly, 4% from our ads. We divided the cost structures to operational costs and platform maintenance. We forecasted the numbers of free users to increase double each year, reaching 50,000 in the fourth year, while college plan is predicted to be 40% of free users and pro plan to be 20%. As shown from the revenue structures, we will constantly grow while exponentially increasing to $2.5 million in gross revenue in the fourth financial years. Finally, from the break-even graph, the accumulative profit line will break even within 2 financial years.
We currently have 3 versions of Speechify available. The free version, where the personalization and access to guidance with content, script, and presentation is limited. The premium version, where the users will be able to choose between 2 plans, the college plan and the pro plan. Both of these plans allow for full access to 3 of our core features. But with the pro plan, users are able to access unlimited data storage, security, and 12 extra modules. If you would like to craft your own Peachy, users can add on over 40 different modules. The more modules the users buy, the cheaper they are. With Speechify, Tim was able to convey his idea professionally, but it didn't just end there. Because of his improved abilities to present, his product tripled the company's revenue, thus allowing him to grow in his company. He earned his boss and his coworkers' respect and admiration as he showed a sense of care, understanding, and professionality whenever he speaks. See, Tim benefits exponentially just by being able to communicate better. Or, well, in this case, by using Speechify. All of the team members here believe in what we're doing, taking time to nurture the growth of this startup. We believe in the future that's possible, a future that anyone can give a powerful and effective speech. The future starts today, and we need your help. Together, let's pave a road to the future. We can be that future, together.
On track.
I'm Haruka.
I'm Machi.
I'm Gun.
I'm Plab.
We are Speechify.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Fantastic. I just had to turn my mic on real quick. First of all, to say, well done, great team effort. And you all spoke so well, and so you should, of course, because you have the app.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, really, really impressed. I mean, if I could invest in this, I would. I might be able to. We'll have a chat. But it's really, really interesting. So tell me, the artificial intelligence, the AI, is your real difference, is what you said. Somebody just speak to that. Explain in a sentence how you're going to do that and why it's so different than anybody else that has a product out like this. Can anybody answer that?
Yeah. The AI is able to, learn from its experiences. The more scripts they correct, the more tips they give, the more they learn. And with the personalization feature, it can fix your own style. It can learn from your own style of how you want to come off as a speaker.
Okay, so did you say that AI is what your real difference is compared to your competitors, or do your competitors also use AI? That's the question.
Well, only one of our competitor uses AI, and that's just to analyze like the voice tone, whereas ours can also detect like visual feature like our posture and body language, gestures, etc.
Yes, and furthermore, not only is the AI that is our unique value proposition, but the whole thing, the whole business, like we cover all aspects of presentation from the minute like our users start planning, like the contents. If they have a Google slide, our AI can check it for them and can give suggestions to like the minute they practice, like our AIs can also do that. So it's one that covers everything.
Now, look, fantastic. I teach entrepreneurship at the business school at UBSS, and my students would actually really benefit from this. Actually, it would be just fantastic. I would love to look at this product. Hey, so last but not least, because I don't want to take the stage here, why is it 2.5 years for you to come to a break-even point? Why 2.5 years?
We calculated based from our expense, and we found that like the expense going to come from the investment costs, which are separated into AI development around $150 and pre-opening startup cost, which is about $50,000. So it add up to around $200,000 in investment costs, and based on the revenue we're making each year, we predict it to be about within 2 years. Maybe you can go back to the graph.
Yeah, well, to me, in terms of finance, it sounds like, that's not a major catastrophe. I mean, yeah, I would think your profit margins, okay, I'm just looking there, yeah. I think maybe you should look at your profit margins and figure out a way. So, I mean, that's not a big investment for a product like this at all, from what you just said. So I think your break even, I mean, I could be wrong, but I think your break evens could happen much, much earlier. So what is your plans in terms of your bottom line after 2.5 years? I mean, what are you looking at in terms of your net profit margins? Have you thought about that figure?
After 2.5 years, we predicted to have more customers, since we're going to be more well known to the world, and we expected it to go more like exponentially than before. Yeah.
And using the funds, we can diverse modules features, which is used to like personalize and be versatile to each customer.
That's great that you put this slide, because I was wondering about the pyramid. So you're going to have more subscriptions at $9 a month than you are in terms of. So is the module an application, online application, iPhone?
The module is an add-on. Basically, the AI can be added on to become more smart and be able to work on different jobs. So therefore, the modules are things that you want to specialize, the AI to specialize in, which maybe included in the per se, maybe if you want to have an interview Q&A, it will help you with like interview questioning and stuff as well. So the module is basically things that the person or the people want to add on and specialize.
Kind of like an expansion pack.
Okay, yeah. Look, I think it's a really good product. I think you should look at your finances a little bit closer with your projections, assumptions, forecasts. That's my, I mean, I don't know a whole lot about this because I haven't spent a lot of time looking at all these figures, but that's my sort of gut feeling. But I reckon it's a great product. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I guess, do you guys use this for your own pitch practice?
We hope.
Yeah. So from what I understand, this is not. I mean, you don't have the base of this technology yet, right?
No.
It's yeah, right. So I think I come from a different point of view with art. Like I don't think your expenses are gonna be that cheap for the technology that you're looking to build. I think people raise like millions of dollars just to build similar technologies. For my company, we do like just very basic conversational AI, and that itself is already costing close to whatever you have projected. So speech is gonna be a lot tougher. And like Grammarly and all those that you kind of raised are huge multi-million-dollar companies. So yeah, I think you might have to look at the cost of your R&D and your development of your technologies. But yeah, if you guys can bring this technology and this AI to fruition, yeah, then that will be awesome. But yeah, I think you will probably need PhD people and data scientists and all those kind of people involved to look at conversational AI in speech. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just my
we
2 cents.
we also did many research on the AI cost, and maybe Track, could you put the slide up that we did a cost about the AI?
Yeah, definitely. And before we go there, I would just want to add that we did some research on the AI development stages, and so we kind of did a brief explanation of the development here that would be a process that we would go through once we start on the business. And then.
Right. So I think if you do your NLP based on external third-party platforms, that like just even the speech to text or text to speech, using say Google or other APIs that are open out there, you do have some other cost involved as well. So yeah, I think definitely like yeah, I see a third-party software of 40,000. So I think you just have to kind of keep in mind that the development itself will be probably a lot more than $10,000, unless you are unless you have an AI expert within your team now, then that would be significantly cheaper. Yeah. Yeah, but I think yeah, that's great so far. Thanks, guys.
Okay, thank you. Time's up. Good job, Speechify, and thank you very much for today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so congratulations to Best for the third annual startup pitch competition. It's an amazing opportunity for you to gain, I would say, entrepreneurship experience while you're still in high school. And I think it's really important to cultivate that entrepreneurial spirit since a young age. My advice is to really go deep into whatever you choose to do, to tackle with passion and persistence. I think entrepreneurship ultimately, pitching is a great process, but ultimately it's about going out in the real world and finding more about what you care about, and hopefully design a business model that will allow you to tackle those issues.
All right, next up is Code Blue. This is their introduction. We want to contribute to people's health and wellness to provide a mobile application that allows their medical record to be updated, stored, and accessed securely and conveniently by each individual, their physicians, and those permitted by them. Okay, you guys may begin. You have 7 minutes to pitch and another 7 minutes for the Q&A.
Good afternoon, we are Code Blue. My name is Kylie and I am the CEO of Code Blue.
Hi, my name is Mackie and I am the COO of Code Blue.
My name is Dongming and I am the CFO of Code Blue.
We're here to talk to you about looking after your health. As you know, health is wealth. Without good health, you won't be able to enjoy life as you'll be in and out of hospitals, undergoing expensive treatments and paying for them. So I want to ask you all, how many of you remember when your last tetanus shot was? When was your last doctor's visit? What medicine did they give you? Do you still have your vaccine records with you? When is your next doctor's appointment? When is your next health checkup? And so much more medical information that you probably don't remember. And the problem is, most people are like you. They don't know or they don't remember. It is inconvenient, time-consuming, and takes time to get your medical records. So we propose to have an app that will have all this information that can be conveniently accessible from your mobile phone and web privately and securely from the cloud. The app will contain your immunization records, the medication prescribed to you, reminders for your vaccinations, medications, doctor appointments, past and upcoming doctor visits, and you can also store your personal information such as your blood type and allergies. We aim to have your test results, x-rays, ultrasounds, and images available for you as well. We want you to be in control of your health. So we aim to gather, store, and provide medical information to individuals promptly, securely, and conveniently. And now Mackie will explain more about the app to you.
Firstly, we have surveyed over 50 people and the majority of feedback want to have their medical records available to them on their mobile phones. Over 90% of people want to have their medical records kept safely in an app, and 78% of participants do not know where their vaccination booklets are stored. Moreover, 86% of people want to be informed of their past and future doctor appointment, and many participants do not remember the details of the medicine that was prescribed. Additionally, 76% of people said that waiting for the medical records from the hospital is time consuming. And again, over 90% want their medical records ready before they're going to the hospital. And these are all the features that we'll be offering in our app. So let me show you how our app will look like. We believe that this app is very robust and user-friendly. And when you first open the app, you will have to log in with your Thai national ID card every time for security reasons. And if you are not yet a member, there's an option to create a new account, which will lead you to the next page where you can sign up and upload a photo of your ID card for verification purpose. When you enter the app, you will have access to the free content such as your past and upcoming doctor's appointment and reminders for your vaccination and medications. There will be an option to upgrade to the premium version where you will have to fill in your credit card information for payment. And the benefits of the paid version include access to your vaccination records, imaging test results, blood tests, medication prescribed to you, and all of your medical information. Our solution will be hosted in the cloud and will provide APIs for hospitals' various systems to seamlessly and securely integrate patients' medical records to our application. We plan to partner with private hospitals so we can securely get updated medical information of patients from them. And in return, they will be able to provide convenience to the patient, get free marketing from our advertising, and most importantly, they will receive revenue share for their cooperation with us. As for customers who target middle to upper class income individuals and those who earn over 350,000 baht annually and use services of private hospitals. However, as we grow, we will consider expanding to other members of society. For the next steps, we plan to develop a more detailed prototype and finalize the app development in this year. We will then pilot the app in the first half of the second year and officially launch in the second half. And in the third year, we will grow and expand the market for our app. And so with this, I would like to pass the presentation to Nungning, our CFO.
I would like to share with you our expected financials for this venture. Our cost component consists of a cloud data center, a technical team, a developer team, streamer support, marketing, and administration. For the cloud data center, the cost will grow as we increase capacity to accommodate more consumers. And for the technical team, we initially need one person for the development and pilot stage, then we'll increase to 2 people in year 3. As for the developer team, we first need a team of 4 people to develop the app. Thereafter, we will only need 3 people to maintain the app and to integrate with the hospital system. For the customer support, marketing, and administration, we will not incur any cost until we pilot in year 2. For the revenue model, we aim for at least 500,000 subscribers within the 4 years, starting from the pilot stage. It will grow slowly at first and gain momentum each year. We also forecasted a churn rate of 5% each year to get the net subscriber numbers. We then forecasted a small percentage of the net subscriber who will pay for the premium version. While we have monthly and annual subscription fees, we assume annual subscription because it is financially more conservative. We deducted 20% of annual revenue to share with hospital to get the net revenue figure. With this revenue forecast, we expect to break even in the beginning of year 3. We believe that this venture is a viable one. Now I will pass the presentation back to Kylie.
We're very excited with our solution. When we launch, we will launch domestically in Thailand first, and so we'll do a lot of digital marketing through Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Then we plan to expand our partnerships with insurance companies to see opportunities in which we can help lower the insurance costs, as well as help insurance companies improve their service and coverage. And finally, with the success in Thailand, we'll be able to expand internationally to other markets. We hope you're as excited as we are to empower each and every one of us with our own medical information so that we can all be better informed and be in more control of our health. Thank you for your
Thank you, guys. Q&A starts now.
Yep, okay, go first. Good job, good presentation for me, and quite okay for the assumption on the financial page. I like your assumption. Well, one question from the overall of your pitch deck that you present, what is the most challenge thing that you think you will gonna have to solve in your business?
I think the most challenging thing would be creating the API to connect with the hospital's data system, because we're gonna have to connect it, like we'll have to do different APIs for each of the hospitals.
All right, and for about the market, do you think any challenge thing on the market?
I think it will be challenging because a lot of the medical information is very private for each individual, and I think they will have to make sure that our application is really safe for them to be attracted to our application.
And also,
yeah.
Many people might not feel like they should be paying for their own information, but I think our job is to show them how our service will be beneficial and could help them like improve on their healthcare.
Okay, great job, thank you.
Just real quick, I reckon it's a great idea. Australia has this system already called My Health Record, and it's really quite interesting. I'm all pro it. The only problem is, how about the consideration about privacy? How about the consideration about hackers? And what sort of consideration have you actually thought about in terms of the collection of data and the necessary release forms?
Okay, so we plan to add an encryption technology so that it's safer, and we're also going to use multi-factor authentication, which will prevent hacking, and all the medical information is stored in the cloud, so it has a stronger security system.
Yeah, well, I wonder if it does, but anyway, yeah. Except I do think it's a great idea. I mean, there's so many times when I'm thinking, well, how does this doctor that I'm going to know about that other thing that happened 10 years ago? It's like, it's crazy. So I think it's a really brilliant idea. If it's implemented right, it hasn't been successful in Australia. I mean, I can tell you that over 60% of the population aren't into it. I'm one of the 40%. I think it's a really great thing, a great place to store all the data about a person's health record, contact information, blood test reports, so I think some work might need to be done in terms of security is my concern, but I think it's a great product. And, I think well done, innovative. Thank you.
Hi. Okay. I think the problem is there, and I think it's been validated to several tests already that probably like data centralization might help. But I mean, I agree with Art. I mean, data privacy will be one of the main issues for your project. And why would 20, 30, 40 hospitals in Thailand want to cooperate with you? Why don't they do it by themselves? Who would be the one who fill all those medical record? Like, I'm 41 years old, so it's gonna be like a long field for me. Another thing is that if you focus on vaccination only, right? We it's only apply for the children, right? Who is your really early adopter? Who is your target customer? I mean, you can't really focus on all age group, right? If I were you, if I was you, I might focus on a particular age group first, just to make a quick trial and see the responsive feedback from them, and then we can scale later on. But that's great. Thank you.
Maybe further, can you go back to the cost page? If I may encourage you to go back to the slide with cost. Yes, exactly. How did you come up with your cost in terms of security team cost and data storage cost? It seemed low to me, both of that items. because as we said already, is security cost is going to be significant, both in terms of people, and then also the storage of the data is, if you are successful, as you hope to be, then how can you make sure that you can store all of this data with this cost? So there are two issues: the team cost and the cloud data center cost.
For the cost, this is just an estimation for now.
Okay, so how you gonna attract the talent, especially security talent, to help you? Any of you have a security background or has the expertise? No. Okay, so there's another question there. Then the last one then is, have you talked to any of the hospitals on their and it was before there, you should talk to them, but I was wondering if you already had a chance to talk to any of the hospitals to see their eagerness to open up their APIs to you, because hospitals provide these things separately now. Some of them do, like B&H, for example. Some of the state hospitals have, CRAD has. But so I'm wondering if you have talked to them.
We haven't talked to a hospital yet, but we have talked to some doctors, and they were really interested in doing this.
Yeah, actually, many of like the people in the healthcare like departments, such as doctors, are really interested in like our idea, and we are looking forward into talking to directly to the hospital as well. But in terms of the situation right now, it's a bit difficult to contact hospitals.
Sure. I have actually implemented a similar system before in the UK. So I would have said is that it will take time. So I think your time estimate, unfortunately, you will need to lengthen, because again, everybody is going to be extremely careful with health data, both the hospitals, the government will want to validate potentially, and of course also the individuals. It takes them time to get used to it. So I think your timeline is, while it's a good idea, I think the timeline to get there is going to probably take you longer than you anticipate, just to coordinate everything and get people, hospitals on board, customers on board, patients on board. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Time's up. Good job, Code Blue. And up next would be eLife.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, this is Henry Ong from SINCC. So I'd like to congratulate Joanne and the BEST team for the third BEST competition that's happening in Bangkok this year. So congratulations to the 10 schools that have gone through the competition, and now 7 teams are bidding from 5 schools for the 5 very interesting awards that BEST has created. So we are really happy that this is another high school competition geared towards providing even more opportunities for Thai students to acquire skills and recognition for success. The other thing we're very happy about with this competition is that you have a lot of judges from the real world that is able to share their experience and really properly evaluate the capabilities and types of pitch that they are making for their various companies. So again, congratulations, and I hope you all have a wonderful presentation, and that all of you high school students get to learn more interesting and competitive pitches that will help prepare you for more innovation competitions in the years to come.
Our next venture is eLife. eLife is a revolutionary power bank that allows EV owners to use it with ease and a single button. eLife is the first product of its kind. It's a portable charging power bank for electric vehicles. It's extremely powerful, delivering power that can make an EV travel a range of 40 to 50 miles or 65 to 80 kilometers at full charge. It is also insanely fast, equipped with a 5-feet retractable CCS plug, which can deliver power at a whopping 355 kilowatts. This is more than the fastest charging electric vehicle, which charges at a rate of 270 kilowatts. This guarantees that our product is also future-proof. One of the biggest challenges they had to solve was portability, but eLife solves this problem and fits perfectly into an EV's front trunk and weighs less than 10 kilograms. It is these features that make them confident that their product is a revolutionary breakthrough and that it is going to solve every electric vehicle owner's nightmare. eLife is power anywhere and everywhere.
eLife, power anywhere, everywhere.
Our vision is to create a compact and portable power supply to be available anywhere. And our mission is to develop the most high quality and efficient and easy to use portable power bank. And our values are to help people buy EV without hesitation or the fear of running out of battery. Our team are all physics and computer science students, which has helped us develop our product. It also makes us very passionate about this project. 29.7% of all EV owners worry that their car's battery capacity isn't enough. Introducing the first ever portable power bank, eLife.
So how will eLife be made? eLife will consist of 4 main components: lithium-ion batteries, lithium battery charging hardware module, our own unique boost converter, which is going to increase efficiency and the speed of charging, as well as a motherboard for managing all the components. eLife will also come equipped with a circuit breaker, which is going to stop battery from overheating or exploding. And eLife will be fireproof and waterproof, so our customers have nothing to worry about. On the left, you can see a rough prototype of the outer shell of eLife. Most companies focus on developing more efficient batteries, but we thought outside the box and made our own unique boost converter. Our focus is more geared towards this boost converter. Here is a circuit draft of the charging module and a circuit draft of the boost converter, both of which were verified by an electrical engineer. The timing couldn't be better for eLife. Because there is a rise in the purchase of electric vehicles, and estimates say that the market can grow up to 10 times by 2030. Additionally, there is a never-ending battery problem, which is stopping car owners from getting into the EV market.
Our product is expected to grow along with the EV market. In the last 5 years, EV market has grown tremendously, and the next upcoming 20 years is expected to grow exponentially. And hopefully by the year 2040, there will be an estimate of 60 million EV car sales per year. From the year 2020 till 2027, there's an expected of 606% growth in the EV market. Now for our predicted sales. Nearly 30% of EV owners face diverse issues with the threat of running out of batteries. We predict an estimate of 10% of EV owners would actually purchase our products based on a discussion forum poll. And by the year 2040, we're expected to sell around 10 million units of our product. Now, where will our funds be used? 60% of our funds will be put towards the production of eLife, 22% will be put towards operations and research and development, and 18% will be put towards marketing. Our priority is focused on the production and R&D. We are proud and believe in our product. We're confident that if a customer has the opportunity to use our product, they will return with more customers. Now for our target market. Our target market consists of EV owners, potential EV owners, and campers. So when they go off grid and for extra mileage, they can use our portable EV batteries.
Our competitive advantages. eLife is going to be extremely portable, fitting perfectly into an electric vehicle storage and weighing less than 10 kilograms. eLife is also going to be powerful, providing range of 40 to 50 miles or 65 to 80 kilometers at full charge. We are also the first people to make an EV power bank where they can be bought by the public. And e-life is going to be fast, charging at a rate of 1 mile per minute, similar to the speed found in a Tesla version 3 supercharger. Our biggest challenges were size, speed, and power retention. One of our challenges was size, but e-life solved this problem by modeling a design with a Tesla's battery pack and having a 12 kilowatt hour battery, which is compact enough to fit in an EV storage. Our second challenge was speed, but e-life will come equipped with a level 4 charging port, which is the fastest charging in the electric industry. Our final challenge was power retention. We solved this problem by having lithium-ion batteries, which are known for their durability, portability, and of course, their high power retention. Lithium-ion batteries are used by Tesla, BYD, Mercedes, and other electric vehicle manufacturers.
We'll be forming partnerships with EV companies. Our aim is to form partnership with an EV company to further accelerate the development of batteries and EV, but also to reach a wider customer range. Currently, our ideal company as of now is Tesla, and it has one of the largest EV producing factory, also known as the Gigafactory, as well as its dominance within the EV market. The total cost of e-life per unit is roughly $575. We'll be selling it for $1,300, which leaves us a profit of $725. However, we're hopeful that we'll be able to bring down the cost of our total cost of e-life to $300 by the year 2030, leaving us a profit of $1,000. e-life will have two main methods of revenue streams. First, e-life will be sold on our official website, e-commerce stores, car accessory retail stores, and through EV manufacturers that we have formed a partnership with. Secondly, we'll also be making revenues from our renting services. Our renting services will be consisted of booths and charging station, similar to a vending machine, which will be directly implemented by us, but we'll also be franchising it towards charging station owners and work with them. It will be accessible through our app in which people can book and pay for e-life. It can be rented for a minimum of 2 hours and up to a whole week. All they have to do is return it to the nearest EV renting booth. By the end of this year, we'll be finalizing e-life and will officially start the production of e-life along with our marketing campaigns. And by the first quarter of 2022, we'll be officially launching e-life. And by the third quarter of 2022, we'll be forming a partnership with EV companies and begin preparation for our renting services. And by the last quarter of 2022, we'll be officially launching our renting services. Hello, my name is Joshua, and I'm the CEO of e-life.
And my name is Om, and I'm the CTO of e-life.
Hello, my name is Shiva. I'm the Chief of Design and Marketing.
e-life, expected to arrive early 2022. Power anywhere, everywhere. Thank you.
Good job, guys. Q&A starts now.
I'm still not convinced on your sales strategy. Well, it's a good presentation, and I think it's a good story. Still not clear on your sales strategy and why you think you're going to be successful in actually getting it into the market, because they are similar. Maybe your product is better, but then again, it's a perception question sometimes. So I'm wondering how you get through the noise through your customers.
So one of the main unique things that we're doing is we're basically developing our unique boost converter. And that's going to be one of our biggest competitive advantages, because that's not only going to increase the efficiency of our power bank, but it's also going to be very effective on maintaining that battery. So it's going to actually be more efficient than actually maintaining and also supplying the battery to an EV.
Again, my concern is that this is a product answer, and I got already there's a product benefit. But again, even professional buyers, it's very difficult to get into that game because there are many competitors, your new companies, supply chain, can they trust you, and so on. So I still feel that if you come at it from, but our product is good, well, good products have died before. To be honest. So I'm wondering how you're cutting through the noise to the buyer, and also help buyers to understand how sustainable your business is. Okay, if you don't have an answer, it's fine, and then, but it's something to be considered.
So yeah, we did consider that, and it's basically that we are sort of like the first mover, so we understand that there's going to be a little bit of hesitation throughout the supply chain that we have, but we're hopeful that with the knowledge that we have on the advancements and a lot of things that we're basically considering to do, we know that a lot of EV companies would sort of be willing to work with us.
So would you be concerned about the patent on it and why somebody else wouldn't steal your ideas? And I suppose going off Axel's first comment, that's what I was going to say, is that, how are you going to compete with Tesla, who are always trying to find advancements in terms of all this stuff? I mean, I'm not being negative. I think it's a brilliant idea. I do agree with it as well. A good presentation, by the way, and all that, but I just don't know, is it going to work in the marketplace compared to all the big leagues that are out there trying to find the advancements? That's all. How are you really going to make that difference?
So basically, we will be getting a patent for the converters that we talked about, and that's going to be the patents that we'll be mainly getting in order to protect our product. Secondly, Tesla, we know that there are some competitors like Tesla or basically EV companies, but it's sort of a similar thing with Apple and Anchor that's happening. So these companies are more focused on developing the EV vehicle itself rather than accessories. That's why we're trying to form partnerships with them. And we know that, for example, Apple, they're not really producing power banks, but rather making iPhones, and they're spending more time developing the iPhones. And there's another company called Anchor that actually specializes in making power banks. And they do have a partnership where they're making special power banks for iPhone devices. And that's something we want to do same with other EV companies, for example, Tesla. So we know that their research and development are mainly focused on developing EVs. So we'll be basically focusing ourselves on equipment that they may need, such as a power bank, and we'll be forming partnerships with them. And it'll sort of be the same. It'll be a similar situation that Apple and Anchor have right now.
Yeah, okay, well, a great answer. Fantastic. Your slides look great, by the way. I mean, I love the first couple slides where the product was turning all the time. I was like very intrigued. I mean, I know it's a box, but I was just really, really intrigued. And then your third slide, which was the diagram, I wouldn't understand it all, but yeah, well done, well thought out. The only suggestion I would have in terms of marketing, because I do this with my entrepreneurship students, is in terms of your mission vision statement, I'm one to believe you should combine them together as opposed to having two separate ones. That's my thought. A lot of the panelists may not agree with that, but that's my thing. And I think you should always look at the who, what, where, how, and why in terms of a mission statement, because it's all about marketing, and that's where your marketing will spawn from, is in terms of the mission statement. Your slogan's good. Well done.
Thank you.
Any last questions or comments? If not, thank you very much, eLife, and good job today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So I would like to congratulate based on its third startup competition. By seeing what had happened in the previous years, I'm very confident that takeaways from this competition will not only allow you guys to learn more about startups, but also provide the framework that you can use inside and outside the classroom. It's going to be the venue that you can apply your critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, communication, and leadership skills. So the judges here are highly qualified as well. So I encourage you to listen critically to the judges and learn as much as you can from their real life as a business professionals. I hope to see everyone doing the best in this best startup competition. And I also want to see best arrange more events like this in the future. Thank you. The judges here are highly qualified as well. So I encourage you to listen critically to the judges and learn as much as you can from their real life.
The next venture presenting is Sugar. Sugar is a lifestyle brand that encourages customers to express their creativity and teach them about cultural understandings through their colorful products that are made for people to enjoy showering, bathing, and relaxing.
Excuse me, I don't think I actually have that on my.
Oh, sorry. On the form, Sugar is the option Athena.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You guys can go ahead and start. You'll be timed 7 minutes, and Matt over here will give you the 1 minute mark.
Okay. Sorry, technical difficulties. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Bonjour. Hola.
Hello.
สวัสดีค่ะ
We're Karen,
We're
our
Sugar.
team, and we consist of.
I'm Amelie.
I'm Kayla.
I'm Jetta. Oh. And I'm Jetta.
I'm in charge of marketing and the social media.
I'm in charge of
finance.
analytics.
Okay, first I would like to share my story and why I wanted to start this business. My family has hyperpigmentation in our skin, which means that we have discoloration in different patches of skin. So my brother, this is a picture of my brother's lips. He has a darker shade or darker complexion on the outside of his lips. And most of my family has this gene or thing that makes our lips look like this or makes our skin look like this. And we do use products all the time on our skin. And some of them have been harsh and have stripped our skin of melanin and have caused skin problems for us personally. And I wanted to create a product that would help and not harm our skin.
We advocate for and encourage self-care and self-love because when you give yourself TLC, you bring your attention to your psychological and physical well-being, as well as emotional. By giving ourselves self-care, and we are increasing our self-esteem and our sense of self-worth, along with increasing our self-awareness and encouraging us to want to improve ourselves. Next. On each of our products, there will be a tag including information about the particular race, as well as the benefits of the main ingredients in the product, along with the positive note. This allows the customer to be able to relate with another race, along with we will have written articles that will on our on Instagram, on our social media, such as Facebook and Instagram, that will show models that combat beauty standards to promote self-love.
We believe that our target audience or our predominant buyers will be female. We also believe we will be selling to the ages between 13 and 28, for 60%, and 40% will be going to people between the ages of 30 to 50. We believe that this is a graph given to us by Consumer Pulse, and people are more likely to buy products if they have one of the following. Our company gives multiple options. We have discounts every so often on our products for holidays and breaks and so on. We do not give free delivery, but we do plan on expanding our products every 6 months. We give free samples, we give extensive detail on each product, and since our products will be sold over social media, the customers will be given the opportunity to have live chats with the sellers.
Here we have comparisons about lip scrubs, body scrubs, and salt baths from Fenty Beauty, The Body Shop, and the
Beauty Bay in terms of the quality, price per gram or milliliters, whether or not the product is scented, and whether or not the product has toxic ingredients. As well as you can see, we're trying to make our products less expensive and without toxins. Next.
Now we'll be talking about marketing. We're going to start with 3 products: body scrubs, lip scrubs, and bath salts. We are already having plans on expansion, but we're starting with these because they're easy to manufacture and are in high demand. Next. We are planning on mostly advertising on social media because that's very popular right now, including Instagram and Facebook. We're going to use our platform to spread awareness on health, race, LGBTQ community, and environmental issues, because this is mostly what we want our clientele, the type of people we want to attract. Our models will also be non-edited, completely authentic, because we are not wanting people to look and see, we don't want people to buy our products in order to be more like the social ideal. We want them to buy specifically for their own health and specifically to be like who they want to be. Next. We made 3 different types of advertisements to see which style we like the best. We like the one on the far left the most. This is one of our products. It's our lip scrub. We like it for the minimalistic properties, and we are planning to use this style of advertising in the future because we think it's very eye-grabbing. We're also going to make infographics like the one in the middle to help show our causes and what we believe in. Next.
Our operating plan. First, we want to observe the public to see what their reaction is to certain products at certain times. And whatever is trending or whatever is the most popular, of course, we'll jump at it. And second step is planning. We want to take the products and see if we can turn it and use it to our ideals. See if we can make it natural, see how we can market it best to our clientele. Then next is implication, and we would like to add it to our socials, we would like to add it to our websites, and we would like to see how the public reacts to it, which is the next step, monitoring. We would like to see how the public responds is, if there's a positive or negative, if there's an increase in sales or a decrease in sales in other products, and see how it's affecting the company overall. We would like to improve, if the product makes it past the monitoring stage, we would like to be able to improve it in different ways, such as scent, size, packaging. Moving on, financial plan. This is a really broad overview of the topics. I'm going to go a little bit deeper into them. First, our website. Our website is going to cost, for just the domain alone, and Amelie, our social media expert, is going to be working on the actual design of the website. Branding, which is going to cost the most, is going to most of the money is going to go towards advertising and marketing to bring in a clientele. Sample products, the most money is going towards packaging because we want everybody to have a lovely experience or an enjoying experience when opening our packages, and to bring a positive message and start to there. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Good job. Okay, Q&A starts now.
What was not so clear to me is you covered it, but again, this it does not seem that if your cost and your focus is somewhat complete. This is one, and hence I'm not so sure how you're really driving sales. And again, I saw the slides, I heard what you said, so I'm not so sure how you're driving sales. And while the story and the personal connection, this is very good, but I'm still not so sure is whether you understand all the cost well enough, and have, because you don't fully appreciate it, maybe have a solid marketing plan. It's a bit, let's say, very high level in your discussion before. You have another thought on both true costs? Are they fair in terms of production costs and marketing and sales costs, as well as how do you reach the customer in the end?
Kayla is in charge of all our numbers. So Kayla, would you like to take it?
Well, I've been researching all the numbers for every single piece of this project, such as each section alone has its own spreadsheet on what money is going towards. And the purpose of this company is not just to draw in money, it's also to affect a social change and make a social impact, to bring people to be aware of not just their own race, but other racial groups, and also to promote self-love and self-improvement.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, that's why I actually loved the product at first, because of the fact that it was a passion for change, it was self-love, self-improvement, all of that. I do agree with the marketing aspects. I'm not quite sure if you have all that in play, but one of the big things for me, and I'll close my eyes when I say this, is that, explain to us, show us, what does the product look like, and tell us how it feels by using strong adjectives, adverbs, things of that nature. We have no idea about the product, I mean, I think it's a great idea, and I loved it. The first slide, second slide, I was like, it really woke me up. So just tell us how it looks and how it feels. It's probably a strange question from an entrepreneur.
I apologize. I have a sample product with me right here because I use it with my family constantly. My family gets dry skin very easily, so I like my products to have a moisturizing agent. And I added extra honey in this one for my brother because his skin gets extremely dry. And honey has this super moisturizing agent, which I thought was incredible. And it's a natural ingredient, so it's like, it's good. It's grainy because it's made of sugar. The main ingredient in our products is sugar. So that's why we kind of decided the name of our company to be Sugar.
Yeah, and if you look at the picture of a brother, that was after only like one use. And
Really?
you could see the extreme impact of just giving a little bit of care to your lips. And also it tastes delicious. I'm just saying, Kayla's recipe, thank you. Tastes delicious.
Yep, it tastes delicious.
Well, I wish we could all do that. So, I mean, if we're all there together, we could all have a sample, because that would be great. Yeah, well, okay, well, look, that's good. I mean, I really, really love your passion about that. Akeli, is that your name? Akeli, yeah? Fantastic. I mean, a really, really great idea, I think. And I think if it's marketed right, and if you can find an angle to all ethnic groups, and sell it that way, it could help. But I think the marketing needs to be scoped out a bit, yeah. But good product. Good product.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. Just super quick questions, right? What if Body Shop trying to reduce their toxic substances and then add honeys like what you just did? How can you compete with them?
Well, we can compete with them with our message. We have a planned message. We want to say something with our voice, opposed to just sell products to a person who wants to buy products. Our products will increase change. With one person buying a product, we plan to support small businesses. We plan to help environmental issues that are common in Thailand specifically, because we're in a Thailand-based product. We want to help Thailand be a better place. We are trying to impact Thailand. This is our home base for this product. And we would like to, with you guys' help, make social change to not just help Thailand not economically, environmentally. We would like to help them socially. Yeah. To make people feel better about themselves, and to also, when we have discounts or we have sales or we have, hey, it's Earth Week after all, why don't we put our sales towards planting trees in Thailand?
Sure.
You're basically making the brand that we don't see and we want to see more of.
Okay.
So you mean that if you have been competed by Body Shop, huge, but you still insist to create your product and sell it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Honestly, yes.
Thank you for all your questions, by the way. They're great.
Yeah, thank you for your answers. I mean, you guys have this great passion for this product. That's really a big one for me. Thank you.
Any last questions or comments? If not, thank you, Sugars. Oh,
No, I was just replying, sorry. No, they are not, and well done.
okay. Then if not, then thank you, Sugar, so much, and good job today.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Hello there. My name is Ram Piaget, and I represent CG Square Consulting. Our firm provides training and consulting services to organizations both in public and private sectors. Beyond that, we also offer tutoring services to students who would like to excel in their academic work, especially in mathematics and science subjects. Today, I would like to thank the best organization, everyone, for allowing me and our firm to be part of the competition this year. It is remarkable considering that the world is being challenged by the global pandemic. Everyone has to learn to live differently. We have to live with social distancing. We have to learn how to work as a team, a virtual team, using all the technologies to do our work from pretty much at home. And BEST has done exactly just that. They have found a way to adapt and be able to offer the platform for the competition in a very unique way. And this year, they're moving everything online. So for that, I'd like to congratulate BEST for that fantastic achievement. Now, for the contestant, I have this to offer. There's a quote by Greg Reed, and it says, "A dream written down becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. A plan backed by actions becomes reality." So essentially, you could actually make your dream comes true. And I think that's exactly what the contestant in this competition is doing. They are making their dream becomes a reality. By doing that, you are showing us all of your talents. You are showing us that you are resilient, you could work as a team, you are passionate about what you're doing, and you are full of creativity. I think by doing so, for those people who will be watching the competition, they'll be very motivated. Now, finally, I'd like to thank all the judges and everyone who has worked on this project and makes it possible. Your dedication and support is truly appreciated. So once again, I'd like to congratulate BEST on its accomplishment for the competition this year, and I also want to wish all the contestants good luck. Bye.
Okay, so Terra Project is an online thrift marketplace based in Thailand that allows people to upload first and second-hand items. Terra's unique selling point is the design and convenience, as well as an easy way for anyone to create a small business for themselves and ultimately learn how to market in this day and age, as our app is mainly targeted to the younger generation. The project aims to reduce fast fashion as a way to combat climate change through promoting thrifting as a way to have clothes be responsibly consumed and produced.
All right. Yeah, you got 7 minutes to pitch and 7 minutes for Q&A. You guys can start now.
Hi, we're Terra. My name is Catherine.
My name is Tasha.
My name's Anat.
Terra is a secondhand marketplace app designed to create a bespoke secondhand shopping and selling experience.
So how did this idea emerge?
Well, as teenagers in the 21st century, the biggest problem that we are confronted with is the increasingly urgent climate crisis and our contribution to it. Most prominently, our contribution to irresponsible consumption of clothing. Especially in Bangkok, where malls are in abundance, shopping has become a lifestyle that is wasteful and unsustainable. With the rise of fast fashion, everyone is encouraged to buy, and as a result, we are consuming too much. An effective solution to this is to buy secondhand, which stops clothing from going into landfills and reduces the amount of new clothes needed to be produced. The only problem is, thrifting in Bangkok is an awful experience.
From our market research, we found that 15 to 30-year-old female secondhand shoppers in Bangkok find it to be difficult and time-consuming. There is little variety within the already small pool of existing thrift stores, and online shoppers have expressed difficulty in finding clothes that they want due to the inability to customize search. As for sellers, they have expressed difficulty getting exposure, finding the right consumer base for their style of clothing, and making sales in general. Additionally, in real-life thrift stores, clothing is only organized by article, making it extremely difficult for shoppers to find items they like.
Our goal is to make sustainable shopping accessible, convenient, and enjoyable. To do this, we have designed Terra, an app that makes buying and selling secondhand a luxurious experience.
First, our simplistic and aesthetically pleasing pages are inviting to users, making the experience enjoyable. On the general search bar, styles and fashion trends will be listed in categories to choose from. Not only does this encourage users to browse, but it also ensures that there's a better chance that they'll find a piece of clothing they like. This also helps sellers to get exposure to the right consumers based on the style of clothing they sell. Consumers can also customize search to specify the size, color, material, or brand they're looking for. This feature will be especially inviting to those who currently shop on Instagram where there are no such tools to customize search. The ability to customize saves time and increases the value of our app, as users will be more likely to find the items they are looking for.
When sellers upload a piece of clothing, they will be required to fill in important details about the item, such as the size and color, which is essential for the customized searching feature. Every seller will have a notifications page so they can see any orders and inquiries about their products. Those sellers and buyers can communicate by messaging. Coding within the app will disable users from typing bank account details or phone numbers to prevent users from paying outside of the app. Apart from that, we have the Terra Shopper Card, which allows sellers to track their funds from selling their listings. Each seller will have a customizable page header on their profile page. This is one of our unique selling points because it allows for shops to establish a sense of personality and aesthetic, making their shops more inviting to customers. When buyers check out their shopping cart, they will be able to pay through debit card, credit card, or PayPal. Following the transaction, 92% of this revenue will be transferred into the seller's account, and they will be notified with the address so they can ship out the item.
Our two main sources of revenue are commissions and upgrade fees. We will charge a 5% commission on all sales, which is significantly less than US competitors such as Depop and ThreadUp. This low percentage and our range of easy app payments will make the process more efficient, as well as prevent out-of-app payments. In addition to this, we will offer optional upgrades to professional accounts that come with benefits like analytics, insights to the consumer base, advertisement options, and further customization tools.
Our primary market research with multiple thrift accounts on Instagram has shown that Instagram thrift shoppers and sellers have the potential to use our app due to increased convenience, unique features, and ongoing issues with their current platform. Put more simply, Terra seems like the perfect upgrade for shoppers and sellers on Instagram, which is a platform that was never made to be a marketplace, because Terra provides solutions to the problems that Instagram users face. Additionally, we believe that fast fashion shoppers have the potential to use our platform as well. After surveying over 50 fast fashion shoppers, we found that 30% prefer secondhand clothes to new clothes, 35% shop at online thrift stores, 76% own at least 1 to 5 items of secondhand clothing, and 50% shop at real-life thrift stores.
Our costs will remain relatively low in the first year, which is our trial period meant for testing the market. We will first design a website using a marketplace website builder, JungleWorks, which will later be converted into a mobile application, all for a fee of 62,000 baht for only the first year. This website is also beneficial since it makes Terra more accessible to everyone.
Other than the 62,000 baht cost of the app and website builder, we will also have to pay 90,000 baht for legal costs, So this brings our startup cost to a total of approximately 160,000 baht. And for each transaction, there'll be a 3% processing fee for credit card companies and PayPal, which is our only variable cost. And lastly, we have a fixed cost of 500 baht yearly for the domain name Terra Thrift.
Imagine a world where shopping secondhand is not only normal, but fashionable, not only enjoyable, but luxurious, and not only easy, but irresistible. This is what we will be able to achieve with Terra, an app that will revolutionize the world of sustainable shopping, fund our app, and help us create an impact in the sustainability movement. Terra for pleasure.
Terra for convenience.
Terra for sustainability.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Q&A starts now.
Sorry, everybody. If it's okay, I'll just start real quick. So you guys practiced this for like 120 years or something. What a great presentation. It flowed so well. You all, it was rehearsed. So somebody tell me how many times you rehearsed this. It was great. It's great. Right? And
we rehearsed.
I know. I can tell,
Sorry.
I'm on about this before I come to the product real quick, because I won't take any time, except for this, is that if I'm sitting at a boardroom table, as we all do a lot, this was an exceptional presentation. You got us right away, yeah? You all spoke well, you knew exactly what you're talking about. Just really, really great teamwork, good slides, flowed well. It was like it was recorded, it was edited, and that was it. But I watched you guys work spontaneously, so pretty cool. Hey, it's a really great product. I mean, I know a lot of people who are doing this sort of stuff, and it's really, really great because it's recyclable, it's a very sustainable, all of that. One just real quick question, which is not a negative, but I don't know if you've actually talked about one of the important things that a shareholder at a boardroom table would want to have heard, is that how are you going to address the cleaning and the sanitizing of the products? Because that's part of your variable costs, I guess, your manufacturing costs. That's why you said the 3%.
Yeah, so about that, the person who actually ships out and handles the clothing is the seller itself. And so we'll we have, as mentioned, we have the legal part. And so we'll draft sort of like a terms and conditions. And within that, there's probably going to be a section that says like you're responsible for cleaning and sanitizing. And I think we'll really emphasize that, especially during this time of COVID-19. Especially like we have a third wave and infections are going up like every day. And so I think hygiene is very important and something that we will value very closely.
Yeah, so I guess what I would like to hear is that you're asking them to sanitize their product, their wares before you purchase them or you obtain them. And then I'd like to hear as a shareholder that you're going to re-sanitize them again before you bring it out into the marketplace. But that brings me to the, because I would have forgotten about this, but you just mentioned it. You said your legal costs seem quite high, 90,000. Now that's in Thai dollars. I don't know what that works out to be Australian dollars. I don't, I'm not going to look, but it seems a lot higher than I would have expected compared to the other costs in that slide. Just tell me about that.
Yeah, so for that, we actually overestimated our costs just to give a little room because you can never have too much money. But we also we gave way for other like agreements such as non-disclosures for the coder for our website, so none of the information gets leaked, and we just want to sort of spare a chunk of money in case anything happens or in case there's extra costs that have to come up.
Anyway, great product, great presentation, as I said. Thank you. Good job.
Definitely good job. Also, I like it. I have actually only one question which wasn't clear from the presentation. Well, I could ask many questions because I know that business very well, but one particularly one is, you have already quite a few marketplaces in Thailand and obviously elsewhere. Why not build a store on jd.co.th or Shopee or Lazada, Last Mall, and promote that store on these platforms. Why you build your own? And again, I think Art was saying it well, that maybe you haven't considered all the costs well enough, but fine for today. But again, I'm really curious, why wouldn't you just build on a store on an existing marketplace?
I think it was really important for us to really have a future in this aspect, and we want sustainability in fashion to be like a sustainable and permanent thing. So we want to encourage users to have and explore a sense of individuality and be able to create their own shop and really build a brand on that, which also offers the sellers a business opportunity that they can hopefully profit off of in the future.
I just wanted to add to that. Personally, myself, I have sold on JE Central before, and Lazada and Shopee, and those websites, they actually also take a commission on top, and that will also sort of interfere with, I guess, our sort of commission that we have with the sellers. And so that by going on another platform, that will, I guess, lessen the like business to consumer, business to business a distribution channel.
Well, it would change your business model, as in you would probably want to mark up appropriately, right? So if you buy or you commission sell something, you just needed to add on the appropriate commission from others. But again, you know why you don't want something. But again, if you build an app, then building the app, keeping it fresh, getting the search algorithm in Thai language, in English, in Thai is quite complicated, correct, takes time and effort. And then, the marketing and buying actually the traffic, getting people to use your app in the super noise. Well, you cannot like Instagram, you may not like last mile, but you have millions of shoppers there every day. So I'm wondering, then, okay, if you don't want that, fine. But you have not presented yet a very, let's say, exhaustive approach of how do you come out of the noise and reach your customers. You can think about it. You don't have to answer now, but it's...
So about, I guess, our marketing strategy. So we intend to use platforms such as Instagram and Twitter and TikTok, where there are now options for businesses to post advertisements like via posts or stories. And I think what can also boost that is, I'm going back to COVID-19 right now, but because of the restrictions, everybody is working from home, and there has been a larger shift onto technology and social media. And so I think we can capitalize off the increased usage, and also now, because we can't actually go out and it's a bit risky and people prefer to stay home, having an app a social media platform can make that, I guess, shopping experience easier and safer, not only for us, but for the consumer and the seller as well.
I understand. Thank you.
Well, I just noticed from your outfits that your team have the same outfit, even you are not in the same place. That is quite nice. And for the question is, who are the most challenged or the most desirable customer that you want to attack, which will make you fulfill in doing this marketplace?
I would say our biggest consumer base would be the sellers and shoppers on Instagram right now, because as someone who personally, I shop on Instagram as well, lots of these sellers have thousands of followers, and there's like a large consumer base on there that we could try to like move over onto our app. And they've already shown interest in our app because of some of the features that they're missing on Instagram, like the inability to customize search. And like the sellers definitely have difficulty on there. They would like more exposure to customers, and they have difficulty making sales in general. So we think that they'll benefit from moving to our app a lot.
So could you please give me more persona on the customer? For example, maybe the actress, which is very popular, or maybe I'm not pretty sure which customer are you focusing in.
Do you mean like our consumer base? Like,
Who do you want to attack first to be your customer?
oh, well, first of all, one of us has a thrift store on Instagram, and so we've come in contact with a few sellers, because of course our app doesn't work if we don't have any people selling clothes. So if we can we've already talked to these sellers, and they're willing to like come onto our app and like start their shop there. So once we have sellers on our app, we'll be able to get buyers.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
All right, no more last questions. Then thank you so much, Tara. Good job today. And I'll hand it over to Joanna.
Yeah, Tara, you may leave. Right now we're gonna transition to the judges discussion. I will now assign you guys to another breakout room, and Matt will be on the main call intervening. So I will now assign you guys. Hello, everybody. We are now back from the judges discussion. It was so great to hear from the contestants and their experiences, and it's now the time to hear what the judges have decided for the winners. So mini drum roll. I don't know. But okay, so the first winner for the greatest social impact is Kalamakasi Kitchen. For second most innovative business is Speechify. Okay. Third best validation is Terra. Fourth for best pitch is Code Blue. And lastly, most advanced prototype is Sugar. Yes, we're very excited for each of you guys, and yeah, Matt can take over. Matt?
Too excited. Can't do it.
He might be having some technical difficulties, I think.
So Joanna, do you want any judges to give the last comment for all the participants?
Yeah, if you guys have any comments, you guys can go ahead and say what you want.
Yeah. Because I know that all the judges got a lot of the key takeaways and maybe might like to share with the kids.
Yeah, that'd be great. Does anybody want to start? If not, I can just choose a judge.
I can share some. I mean, everybody should probably comment a bit. I thought that in some of them, of course, some of the teams have not been chosen, but I thought every story, every proposition had really good aspects. And it took us also a bit of a while to discuss them and look at the different angles. And I thought everybody was on the same page of saying it was a great show, so to speak. I'm also advising Thammasat University, and I'd say I can find a lot of good things which maybe I not always have seen there. So I think it's really a good job for everyone. And so I thought that we took us a while. It was a bit of a tough job to come up with putting the names where they are, and I wish everyone well. And I think on the upside is everybody should take it as whether they want like or not like startups in the future, they should take it as a lesson learned and kind of also review the questions, the comments, the feedbacks they got, and then next time around kind of drive for perfection, so to speak. So again, thanks for all the contributions.
Yeah, fantastic. Look, I'll just add to that for a second. Great work, everybody. Great team effort. A really, really good, concise, focused presentations. Really nice, innovative ideas. You know, it's very, very difficult to do these 3 words, and it's called assumptions, forecasting, and projections, really, because that's really what you're doing with the business idea. So, you know, for this early stage in your career and life, absolutely, really, really well done, and you know, good focus. And so I congratulate all of the people who have entered, and I congratulate the efforts that we saw tonight. And thank you to all the judges. It was a real pleasure being involved with such top-notch judges. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Well, to me, it's I think you guys has executed quite well. I mean, I think with the level, like with your levels, right? I think the completeness needs to be a little bit, like, you know, improved. But I think based on the overall performance and everything, every element in the judging score, I think you guys has done quite well. I think most of you will be like very good input for my faculty. So if you want to pursue bachelor degrees in arts and science in innovation, don't forget BASI as one of your choice. Thank you.
I'll let you be the last, Ian. I'll take you before it. So so yeah, this is the 3rd year, and yeah, I think for our offline event might be more fun, because we could comment on a lot of things on a poster and a lot of presentation, anything. But yeah, for this year, I have to say that you guys' work is very great, same as the other 2. So just like thinking, the thing that I want you to think is you just take this as a sandbox, because startup sandbox is yeah, it's a common thing that everyone who input yourself in the startup should know, that sandbox is always fails, rise and fails, and rise and fail all the time. So I think this is a good game play for you. So for the team who didn't get any award, that is fine. It's just another feedback that you could get, that you are not obviously shown in that category of the award. But it doesn't mean that you are wrong, or it doesn't mean that you are failed. The point is you have to fail and then you have to rise. So I just want you to keep going and trying to find out what else of other teams that got the award do. So you could come to accomplish your own goal of your life, or your own goal of your team. So for this, great job for all of your 7 teams. And I think next year, maybe we all want to see the progress from your guys as well. Thank you.
Yep, and I was just sharing with Salikit, like just being here for the past 3 years, like all your startups ideas are getting more and more like bigger, like moonshot kind of ideas. And I think that's great for young entrepreneurs like yourself. We don't expect SpaceX, we don't expect Grab to be the size that they are today, and the kind of like ideas that are so huge. And it's great that all of you that are here, I guess at the age that you are thinking about batteries and thinking about, like, I don't know, AI, speech, and like, you know, all these kind of great ideas are really interesting. And you might be underestimating the effort and the technologies that go into that, but it's good. Dream big, try hard. If you fail, you know, try it again. And then hopefully someday we'll get there for everyone, each and every one of you. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, I agree, because at the same age of you guys, I think I'm just playing around, not doing the stuff which is very useful, just like this. So yeah, go on, go ahead.
Fantastic. I just wanted to make 2 little quick comments if I could, yeah? Because I say this all the time, and it actually makes a lot of sense if, you know, sort of all the students are going to think about this. Disappointments happen in life all the time. They happen to me all the time in all my businesses. So my little line that I talk to my students about in entrepreneurship is disappointments are not our enemy in any way, shape, or form. Don't let it be your enemy. Don't get down because of the fact that something went wrong. Something will always go wrong. And the next part of the line is hurdles are actually our best friends, because hurdles create something that we would never have thought about, and so that's just my little advice for people in businesses, that disappointments are not our enemies. Don't be disappointed about it. And hurdles are our best friends, because we learn from that and we'll grow from that. So anyway, just a little quick comment.
Yeah, a last quote as well. I just recognized from you, Art. Sarah Blakely have memorized something in my head. She always says that in only one sentence, that failure is not the outcome, but failure is not about not trying. So I think this is quite interesting and important for every life, that you have to think of it.
That's right. I mean, it'll happen to me tomorrow. So here we go. It happens. It's true. Anyway, good stuff. Thank you, everyone.
All right, then I guess I'll end this. I'm sorry, I'm using my phone right now because for some reason, the announcement of the winner, the impact of it just broke my computer. Yeah, so now I'm using my phone. It was so impacting the winners. All right, so great thanks and appreciation to the judges, competitors, and anyone who has been following today's best competition through live. Win or lose today does not matter as much as what we have gained together through this experience together. It is only the start, guys. Keep developing these skill sets of communication, creativity, and collaboration, because it has already begun paying off and will do a great more for you in the future. If anyone wants to know more about BEST and the opportunity we provide, you can check out our webinar, Facebook, and Instagram.